Hey everybody, I'm getting on here to make a very special video. I just recently joined a group on Facebook. I know what you're thinking, who uses Facebook anymore, and yet alone who joins groups on Facebook. But I did, because I've been following Shameless Maya for as long as I can remember, and I saw she made a group on Facebook, so I was like, why not? You know, let's see what the group is about. She does productive, positive crap, so let me go look at it. Next thing I know, I'm joining the group. All it takes is maybe a day or so. It's not like an exclusive group where, you know, you have like qualifications to get in. You just join and you have to wait until you're accepted. It's not long, it's like a day. I'll leave all the link and all that crap down below. Oh god, it is so hot in here. But within the group, I've been in the group for like a day. She posted this video, and basically the group is like a do you boo. That's what the group is called. And I guess the group is about doing you, and she's going to teach us personally kind of how to do you boo. So her first video basically wanted us to answer about 4 questions. I answered them right here. I decided to do mine in the video because I'm a YouTuber. But let me go ahead and get started and tell you what my 4 are. The first question is, what do I want? I want to travel around the world and meet new people. I want to hear different people's stories, and I want to tell stories. As some of you should know, I want to be a filmmaker, so I'm basically a fancy storyteller. I love telling stories, and being a filmmaker is very important that you love to hear stories, because half the time it's not about me telling you a story. It's not about my story. I love telling my story, but half the time it's my duty to tell other people's stories. So I want to go around the world and listen to people's stories. I want to hear different ones, and I want to see what I can do with them. You know, if I can get these people's stories out here. Because you'll be surprised. Some people have experienced some crap that you have never experienced. So that's what I want to do. The third question is, what makes me happy? Well, what makes me happy is filmmaking. Hearing people's stories. I actually, because I'm a talker, I love to tell stories. I'll be real with you. Half my stories are like really boring because they're my personal stories. That's why I like to hear other people's stories. That way I'm not that boring, but you know, that's what makes me happy. Watching movies, listening to stories, watching stories, reading stories. If I took this shirt right here and this general direction back there, if I took that and moved that, you would see that I have a massive amount of books back there. A massive amount. And mainly this is like my little library, so you know, I'm still building it up and fixing it and whatnot. But this is my little library of all books and stories. So number 5. Oh, that's not number 5, that's number 3. What do I love to do now? Right now I work at Olive Garden as a host. And what I love to do, I'm so serious, I love freaking YouTube. Because it's a place where I can actually do what I want to do. And as a filmmaker, it's really hard to find some kind of a platform to put your work. And people see it and critique it for what it is. Because it's not like you make a video or you make a short film or a documentary and you just go out to AMC and give them your movie and they play it in theaters. It doesn't work that way. So it's very important for us to find a platform to put our stuff, and that's what YouTube has been for me. So I'm trying to shamelessly promote myself, but as I've said, I struggle with that. I'm working on it. But that's what I like to do now, YouTube. What are my strengths? What are my strengths? Oh, I understand stories and emotions very well. Like a lot of times when people watch movies, they don't really watch them. Or when they read books, they don't really read them. Everything that's a story of some type deals with emotion, and not a lot of people take that in consideration. Like some people don't like reading books because they're boring. I don't really believe that, because there's always something in a book that you can relate to and draw into your heart. And when you watch a movie, there's always a movie that you can watch that touches your heart somehow. Like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. You cannot tell me you did not cry at that movie. That hurt so bad for the fact that he wanted a friend so bad. He wanted a friend so freaking bad. he went with that friend. Even though he knew in his heart something was off, he went with that friend to help him. You cannot tell me that did not resonate so hard in your heart. And that is actually a book, by the way, if you didn't know that. That's actually a book. You would have read that book and probably got out more in the book than in the movie. But some people don't even give books a chance. For what reason, I have no idea. But that's what I understand emotion. So even when I talk to people, I'm really good with people and talking to them because I understand emotion. I can talk with you. We can feed each other's soul. It's very easy to me. It's always been one of my strengths. People always come to me just to talk. And I love it because I love to hear people's stories. So basically, that's it. Those were the 4 questions. What do I want? What makes me happy? What do I love to do now? What are my strengths? So, I wrote it down in this book too. See, it's pretty. It's blue. But yeah, I wrote all that stuff down, and I'm basically, I guess, going to do a little series on this Do You Boo group.
So I've been dreaming of a day where I live with no mistakes, where the little kids can play. Nobody